Hello, everyone, and welcome to NJ Bass Academy. And this is the first in a series called Monday Night Live. Into the Mind of Music, Monday Night Live, I should say. And I had the first live stream this past Monday, and it did not go well. It did not go well, let me tell you that. So I did an edited version, and this is the edited version, and I cut out most of the mayhem where I was trying to figure out how to use the equipment, and apparently I'm having trouble with my camera and the video, but the audio and everything came out so good, and there was so much good information that I just couldn't delete it forever. So here's the edited version. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some value out of this video. It's going to be about music culture and what everyday real musicians do in the studio and gigging. And when this pandemic lets up, it's going to be crazy because I'll be all over the place filming different things that have to do with the music industry. And you catch that right here. So without further ado, you can support me on Patreon at NJ Bass Academy. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel because it really means a lot to me. Hit the like button and ring that bell and you'll get a notification every time a new video comes out. So peace, love, and music. I hope you enjoy this first segment, and we'll see you again here at NJ Bass Academy. Okay, I hope there's somebody listening, and if there is anybody that's here, hit the pound jam in the comments, and hopefully I will see that. And I think I am live. So this is the first time using my new software, and it looks like the video is frozen, huh? Is the video frozen? Okay. No, doesn't look like it. It looks good on my end here. And, all right. So we'll just keep going here. Welcome to Into the Mind of Music Monday Night Live. And for those of you that just stumbled upon this, I'll give you a little bit of background about myself. I'm a musician, and I've been playing all my life. I started at about 5 years old, and they told me that I was too young, so I didn't take no for an answer, and here I am. Through many years of experience and recording sessions and many, many, many bands and live performances, I created NJ Bass Academy for bass players and education. And as you can see, you could support me over on Patreon at NJ Bass Academy. And I have all my other social media here. Okay, so let's get on with the show. Let's go over to here. Let's go over to screen 2 and see what's going on in the news. There we go. And there we go. There's the news right there. And if anybody knows, I'm a huge, huge, huge Beatles fan. So let's see. Hopefully we got that. And we're back, and you can see me in a little screen here. I can't see the comments. It's pretty tough for me to see the comments. But Abbey Road Studios is getting its own documentary by Mary McCartney. If These Walls Could Sing will be released in time for the studio's 90th anniversary celebration. Wow. 90 years 90th anniversary celebration. Wow. That's a long time. That studio has been there for a long, 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 long time. All right, so let's get into this article a little bit here. And hopefully you can all see this. All right, Mercury Studios, the newly formed media production division of Universal Music Group, has announced an up-and-coming documentary on the world-famous Abbey Road Studios. And Abbey Road was where the Beatles recorded, for all you youngsters that don't know. And it's a film. It says the film, If These Walls Could Sing, will offer behind-the-scenes look at the recording studio and comprehensive overview of its history as part of Abbey Road's 90th anniversary celebration this November. If These Walls Could Sing is produced by John Batsek. Okay, I'm terrible with names, but I hope I got that right. Searching for Superman, Eric Clapton, Life in 12 Bars. I guess he did all those movies. And directed by Mary McCartney, whose own memories of sharing the studio with her father, Paul McCartney, shaped the documentary. Wow, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that one. Okay, she says some of my earliest memories as a young child come from the time spent at Abbey Road, she said in a statement. I've long wanted to tell the story of this historic place, and I could be collaborating with a better team. Okay, and she goes on to say that, let's go back to here, and she goes, whoops, I think I went past that. All right, and she goes on to say, Abbey Road Studios added, if these walls could sing, I have lost count of how many times I've heard that said at Abbey Road Studios over the years. I can't wait for some of these stories to finally come to life in what will become a timeless documentary. All right, so there's going to be a big documentary. Let's go back here to screen one, and hopefully you are seeing that. And let me see if I can go over to here and see if there's any chats. There is. Dan Miller says, hey, JT. All right. But I don't know. It says it's freezing up here for some reason, and I don't know why. So I hope it's not freezing up. I got a new project going on, and I'm going to be giving a call to the leader of that project and have him call in to. All right, I want to make it. Let's make an official announcement here. Vin, why don't you tell everybody what you got going on? And
you want the whole sad story? I'll be quick. Well, yeah, I'll be moving out of Jersey, and I did a lot of recording with John over the years, and just a lot of gigs. Most of the gigs I did were with you. I know you've done many other gigs without me, but we're not gonna. It's okay. You can go play those gigs without me. But
oh, I'm sorry.
it's I'm gonna miss all the guys. I've been up in this area playing, recording, producing, performing, whatever you do to be a musician, and so we're gonna have a final get together of some really high quality musicians, and that would include John right here and Mr. Joe Navolo playing drums. We're gonna have guitarist Mike Hogan, and we're gonna have the saxophonist Nick Franciosa, along with myself, Vinny Partisi, and we're gonna do a record that is a tribute to, I guess, like everybody has somebody, and John we can talk about Jocko and like somebody that really touches your soul. When they influence you, it's a more profound influence than other pianists or than other bass players. And so that's how my affinity is for Chick Corea. So we're going to go ahead and record a few of his songs in gratitude. I don't even say in remembrance of Chick because I don't believe anybody really goes you know all the way. I think everybody's still around somewhere. So more like in gratitude to Chick for just turning me personally on to a way of playing, and then watching him through his career just play he plays all kinds of things, and he can play, but he's always him. The difference between him and a lot of the jazz cats is you always know it's Chick. It's just Chick Corea, and he's got his own way of voicing. And that's been my life's dream to be able to play in that freedom. Where you just have the freedom to play, and you can't do that without great players with you. I'm a firm believer in getting the best guys I can to
Yeah.
but everybody's donating their time to this thing. And I mean, my appreciation level's through the roof. We had a little backdoor deal with Joe DeMeo, the owner, and what a great engineer. I mean, maybe the best. I mean, I think he's the best engineer in Jersey, and probably even further.
Yeah, and
But
if
I have worked
anybody
with
doesn't
engineers from
know,
all over the country.
yeah, if anybody
Right,
doesn't know, that Surefire Recording Studios down there in Long Branch.
Surefire Recording, Joe DeMeo, and so he offered to go in. We can go in, and we're going to go in on Joe's dime. I want to say that on the podcast, and thanks to the goodness of his heart, he'll record us. Whatever happens, it'll be a little bit of a goodbye, a farewell to Jersey from me, Vinny, and I will go out to pasture and just graze in the grass for the rest of.
I doubt that. I doubt that
Never
very
do
much.
another.
Yeah, I
do
doubt
another
that
thing.
very much. You're not going to Alaska, bro. So we'll be doing plenty. We'll be doing plenty of stuff together. Believe me.
Well,
And
John,
I'm just I'm stoked to be part of the project, and
There would be no other
I'm going to
bass
start
player.
working on that real soon. After this tragedy tonight, and I watch it back and see how it looks. I worked so hard this week to make this show.
I know that
To
you're
make
working
this
on
show
this all the
happen.
time.
And what are you going to do? I'm going to go over to screen 3. Did you see that?
I'll tell you what, the technological problems, it's just like a baseball game. You're listening to the game and you can hear what's going on. There's a technical problem with the picture, but doesn't mean the Yankees didn't win or didn't lose, right? So everything's cool. Just the picture's fucked up. That's all. Now you're drinking a little water.
Yeah.
Poland Spring, I think.
Oh, drinking water. Wow, that's a long delay.
Think about that.
Yeah,
And remember,
that's a huge delay. That's like a couple of minutes. That's like a minute or so delay, which is
my
fine
God.
because it's streaming, and as long as it's going, I'm good.
well, I think that my internet probably has a lot to do with it too, because I have, I like to go on record as saying, Optimum. Let me tell you, you guys got to do a little better. Okay, no bashing the cable company while on the podcast. It's not nice.
Okay.
But
Hang on a minute
my
here,
reception.
Vinny. It says Charles, my friend Charles. Do you know Charles Lambrisi? He's a great bass player. He says, I can hear your conversation with your friend, but the video was frozen. I don't know if you can see my comments or not, but I've been here, not giving up yet. All right, Charles, don't give up
Did you
yet
see
because
Shane?
I'm going to have you call, Charles, I'm going to have you call in right after I get off the phone with Vince, okay? And Shane is here
Shane
too.
said master of disaster.
John, the master of disaster. You are the bass master. What's up? I am the bass master, but my screen is frozen.
Yep.
What is going on?
How you doing, Shane?
Yeah, how you doing,
We're
Shane?
gonna make a crazy record, man, and we're gonna be safe about it too. Can I just throw that in there? We are gonna be safe about making the record for anybody that happens to see this podcast and wonders whether he's gonna be safe or not. but we have a thing going on where we don't have, we're not going to yell at each other. We're just going to be playing. We're going to be playing and hopefully dropping a little sweat while we get through these tunes. The lightning fast tempos.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to wear a mask. I'll be sweating so much trying to get through the music.
That's all right. That's all right. No, I know that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But what's the sense of going in there and making a record? The whole idea of it's something that you're putting down on a record. So it's like a record, like a permanent record, like on your driver's record stuff. So you always want to push yourself a little bit. Push it. Nobody really gives a shit if sorry.
That's all right.
Hey, you can take that 1 minute delay and beat me out of there in 59 seconds.
Yeah, I could actually if I had like a bit of a beat button, but I don't know.
Really?
I don't know how that works, but that's okay. It's 7. It's it's getting late, so.
There's nothing more high in life than getting to play music with the guys. With great guys that all like to play. Just come there because we are all on the same journey. Trying to become better players, think of new ideas, break new ground, or at least hold our own. One or the other.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be great, and it'll be another It'll be another milestone in my career. So okay, yeah. So the new project, Vinny Portisi, Joe Navolo on drums. Wow, Joe Navolo, myself on bass. Okay, Vince is in Into the Mind of Music podcast, so you can watch his story on Into the Mind of Music. Just check out his podcast. And Mike Hogan, the guitar player, I have a podcast on him. So, go check out Mike Hogan's podcast if you want to learn about his wonderful guitar playing. Joe Navolo is a living legend around there in New Jersey. So just Google Joe Navolo and he'll come up, And who am I missing?
Nick Franciosa.
And Nick is probably the best sax player that I have to say he's the best sax player probably that I've ever played with. Exceptional, like Micah Brecker level. It's unbelievable. How great he is, and everybody else, and I'm really excited about this project. So
I'm going to tell you, I think we might even have to categorize the project as On the Edge Quintet.
On the Edge Quintet, I like that.
Yeah, I like that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like something like On the Edge Quintet live at Surefire. I don't know.
Yeah, because we're gonna.
We'll throw that around.
Yeah, we'll throw that around, man. We don't even have a name for the project. We're putting it out there, but hell, I'm gonna give it my best shot, Vince, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun time. So I appreciate you calling in.
I think it's the best guys. You guys are the best guys on each one of those instruments that I know. So. Well, I think it should work out pretty good. Yeah,
the caliber of this band is.
We'll try to get 4 or 5 songs. We'll try to do 4 or 5. We'll see what we can get done, and we'll have to test Joe's tolerance level.
Have to test Joe's tolerance, yeah. All right,
Thanks
man.
All
right, let me go and let me get Charles on the phone. Let me see what he's saying about this podcast here. How disastrous it is.
I'll continue to watch.
All right, my brother.
Take care, my brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Okay, so hopefully things are going good, that I'm not skipping around here, and let me give Charles a call. Let's see what he says about the things. Charles, I hope you're hanging in there. I think you are. I'm going to check the comments one more time and see what's going on. Okay. Hello? Hey, Charles, how are you?
How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to get this going. It says, I'm just reading a comment here. It says you just made a little slight change. Move. Now you're frozen in a different position. Oh gosh. All right. Well, am I still frozen over there? What's going on?
Yeah. No, it's still locked up. It's just not moving. But no, that's what's going on with me. I'm just preparing, just going over this music and stuff like that. So he actually sent me some cheat sheets, but I mean, I don't need them because but I checked myself against them and I got it right. You know, I do read music and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
but I like a lot to really concentrate with my ears. I mean, I've always used both. Know what I'm saying? But I mean, I find it more of a challenge. And then if, like I said, sometimes if you need to get something a little clear, you know, you take a look at the music. But I have been breaking at the music. I've been, you know, reading up and down the upper registers where, you know, where you're actually going into treble clef,
Yeah,
you
you know
know.
what I do with that? When I get a chart like that, I just look at it and I write what the note is over it.
Yeah, you know,
In a
yeah.
session, if I'm pressed, I don't want to have to look at all those ledger lines. You know, I
Like
figured them out. I look at the notes, all them high ledger lines. I just write the notes over top of it and say, let's go.
yeah, you know, it's funny. It's like I'm sitting here and I'm like I said, I'm looking at the music and like the way like you know, I have it all written out like up the stamp, it goes up to high G. Well, I got a couple of basses that go after that, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, taking it from a four string. I've been actually playing a lot of four string fretless bass, but it's good to I feel like always go back um to the root. You know what I'm saying? Go back to like where you started. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to always keep your mind, you know, like occupied with, you know, reading your notes and stuff like that. And uh chords, I'm always working with chord work. So, you know,
Yeah,
I was telling you
chords are
about the
fun.
chords.
Chords are
I
fun on
love
the bass.
chords. I love chords because I
Yeah.
gotta be honest with you. When I start breaking chords down, there's scales and chords, and then when you start connecting chords, you start coming up with some really cool scales. The other day, I was having a chat with Jonas Hellborg. You know Jonas Hellborg, right?
No, fill me in.
He's a
Cool.
guy. He did all of that work with John McLaughlin. He's the inventor of the DR strings, the Jonas Hellborg
Oh
strings.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's got his own. But I'm friends with him, you know. So we occasionally talk. He wrote the book on playing chords. I mean, physically playing chords on bass. And he told me he got it from this guy Colin Hodgkinson. I forget the name of the band he was in. It was a band from the '60s and '70s. And we were going and we were talking about. He actually had a little handbook out. But I do a lot of chord work when I'm playing fretted bass. And so anyway, not to make a long story short, so when I sit down and I analyze all of this stuff, I'm like, man, there's some really crazy scales like going on in chords. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And
yeah,
like,
oh
you know,
yeah.
and it's part of a and I do a lot of soloing. So that's another thing too, like, you know, like when it moves in that direction of say soloing and stuff like that, you gotta have some type of some guys can just do it like off the cuff like that, but when they're flailing around a lot. But the thing is like when you really like on the spot and you gotta you're coming up with something and having that knowledge behind you really
Oh yeah,
helps.
for sure, for
I
sure.
love
So
it's funny. It's not that
actually that's a great segue for me because support me here at Patreon NJ Bass Academy. We have Charles Lambrisi, a phenomenal bass player and friend, great friend of mine, who's helping me out here, checking me out, and so my podcast, my video podcast here doesn't explode on Monday nights. I appreciate him being here. And if you want any kind of bass lessons and you're a bass player, or if you know anyone, send them over to Patreon at NJ Bass Academy here. So, Charles, look, it was awesome. Thank you so much for helping me out.
not
And
a problem.
good luck with your recording project and everything that you're doing. And please always, you know, any Monday night you can call in, man. You want to call in, just
Yeah,
just give
yeah.
a
I
call
thought
and
I
say
should,
hello. I
you know.
really
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. I really
No,
do.
no. Listen, you know, I mean, if I can, you know, lend a hand or lend an idea out there to anybody who's aspiring, especially. I mean, this is a great platform for aspiring bassists who are starting out, and then of course, then you got yourself with your lessons. I mean, it's you have a lot of credibility behind you, so I hope people are listening to this. I mean, they should check you out. And I really recommend.
Uh,
I
co-
really recommend.
Coming from you, I really appreciate that, my
No,
buddy.
come on, man. I mean, I speak from the heart. I think you know me by
Yeah,
now.
yeah. No, I know that. I know you're not just throwing out icing on the cake, but I appreciate the icing, though. It tastes good. My brother.
Yes.
All right. Hey, thank you so much, man.
All right, brother. I'll
All
talk
right,
to you.
man.
I'll catch up with you later. All right, I'll catch up with you next week. I got to get back to my homework here.
All right.
All right?
Hey, we got to do something as soon as this pandemic is over with the two bases and get it online and all that kind
Let
of
me know
stuff.
when.
We're
When you
gonna,
want to do
yeah,
it.
we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have some fun. I'll be in touch with
I'm
you.
ready. I'll come down, whatever we got to do and get it rolling. Why
Uh,
not?
All right, why not, man? We'll have some fun, make some music and talk and blah blah
Oh,
blah.
it'll be
Make a
even more intense because
Yeah.
we're actually
yeah.
hands-on.
Then I don't have to. Then I don't have to deal with all of this. But I'm trying to get this live program going, and I appreciate my friends' help.
No, no
It's good
problem.
to
I
have
hope you.
friends.
No. Well, it's good to have you. I mean, you're a real friend. You're one of the last of the Mohegans, as I call it, out there who you can count on.
Yeah.
You're a man of your word.
Well,
You're a man of your word. And I really say, I mean, that comes from the heart, man. I mean, I don't just talk like I said. That comes from the heart. You're a man of your word. I don't forget you. I don't.
well, I
So,
appreciate you, my brother. I really do.
no problem, John. I hope you get this situation. You're frozen now in another position.
I'm frozen in time.
Well,
All right.
do what you got to do. I'm here, man. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
here for you.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Peace.
All right.
All
Peace,
right.
brother.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay. That was Charles, my great bass player and great guy. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. All right. So we're back here. Let's go see. I'm gonna go check and see if anybody is still in the room, and see if I can maybe get Dan Miller to call in if Dan is still watching. Okay, well, I have the chat and it says it's good. Shane, hi, Charles again. Shane, getting better. Getting better. It's getting better. Good. Hey Dan, give me a call in if you're still here. Oh, I saw myself move for a second there. Arena Rock. All right, let's go over it. Let's go. Oh, there you go. I am on screen too. And I'm going to watch this back and evaluate it and see how things go. Figure out how I can actually do the show and see the chat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, and you'll get a notification every time I do a video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and welcome to the community, and we'll see you again. Peace, love, and music for all. Ciao, baby.